Alright guys, so we're gonna do this a little different. We ended up leaving the camera at a friend's house, so instead we're gonna use my phone to record this. So I'm gonna give you guys kind of a tour of what's going on. So we ended up redoing the shade cloth because the old one was destroyed. Added some posts in. They were some 4x4 posts now. I know they're gonna be some comments about that, so we'll come over here. Another 4x4 posts, pressure treated, buried in concrete. I'm gonna end up running a stringer from the top down so that way they're secure, but we got one there, one on the other side of the greenhouse. Got ratchet straps because we had some crazy wind and it kind of went a little crazy with pulling everything around and created new holes in the brand new shade cloth. But the shade cloth's 20 by 48, so now no more holes, and it sits way higher than what the other one did, and will protect everything. Our peach tree's doing great. And the tomatoes that we got in the baskets, so we got our russets growing really good. These reds are about ready to layer up again, and along with these reds, they need to be layered again. They're pretty tall. And then the sweet potatoes, they're layered the second time, so we'll see how those start doing here soon. And then our tomatillo forest. This is ridiculous. It's all tomatillos. And we've only really been getting little ones until recently. One of the ones that we planted have been absolutely killing it and growing these really nice ones with the thick husk. So now we should be getting some really big green tomatillos. We got our what was that? That was our bowls doing pretty good, other than the spider web covered in mesquite pollen. And the Heims over here doing pretty good with the marigolds. We got our tomato forest on that side. We'll go check those out. All the birds are all out wandering. So now we have 7 turkeys. 5 of them will be pets and 2 of them will be food. It'll be the first time doing something like this, so we'll see how that goes. The pond is doing pretty good. It's a little green, but nothing too unmanageable. Fish are getting huge. We got lilies that have finally popped up. The fish have uncovered all the other lilies, so I'm trying to recover those said lily bulbs and lilies. Our wisteria is doing really great. And now I gotta re-clip the turkey's wings because I did clip them. Alright, turkey wings clipped real quick. We got our apple tree, it's doing great. It's time to water though because everything's a little dry. This little peach tree's still doing some stuff, growing with the grass. Seems to be helping it, which is kind of interesting. We got sunflower that's growing, and mind you, this was all planted because of the bird feeder. So this one's doing great. We got the macaronis. The jalapeno tree, I mean, it's literally a tree now, doing great. Some serranos, they're doing pretty good. The sweet peas, or the snap peas, we're still trying to figure this out because the bottom's like a really dry color, but then it still has growth and it's still growing pretty tall. So, I mean, it's still getting its nutrition. I don't know what kind of happened with it. And then our green beans, have vined really well. And because these green beans have vined really well, she's planted more green beans down in here. So now we got a different variety of green beans. Alright, so now let's make our way over here. All of our cabbage we ended up having to pull out because we ended up getting cabbage worms and whatnot, and they destroyed it, which they've destroyed the kale over there, which you'll see in a second. So we ripped all that out. We planted some strawberries. A store-bought leek is now in place. Marigolds are doing great. Let's pick this long grass while we're here. Now we got some okra. Collards are still doing fairly decent. Minus some holes from when we had the infestation of cabbage worms. But yeah, our kale definitely has seen better days. But our little Thai peppers, they're doing really great. And our pickling cucumbers, they're doing pretty good. They're quite nice. We got some banana peppers. They're growing, doing stuff. We also decided to sprinkle some carrots all in here. They are growing. They're just little guys right now, so you can't really see them all too well. But there's little heads. All the little white pellets are Sluggo and powdered plant food. The rhubarb, he's doing things still. He's just hanging out, being rhubarb. And our onions, which haven't really bulbed, they've stayed just long tubes. So I don't know if it's because we buried them too deep or what. But we got that problem. But I mean, this is our first year with a lot of these plants, so we're kind of learning as we go. Preparation for next year and knowledge for next year. The other side of our tomatillo forest, beefsteaks that have gone bonkers. There's some in there. I don't know. Let's see if it'll be bright enough that you guys can see this monster for a beefsteak. But I mean, you can't hardly see my hand with it. It's a big freaking beefsteak. And it's kind of shaded a lot, so I'm gonna have to do something to kind of help with getting it to ripen out now. But we've got the aroma's doing pretty good. We've made 2 batches of salsa, and I've got some sitting in the freezer right now. There's about 3.5 pounds of aromas in the freezer. And we've got 4 pounds of tomatillo sitting in the freezer. And cherry tomatoes have gone pretty good. I keep trying to pick all the little pieces off to get it to not do this, since we let it grow and then realized it was a good idea to prune. So it's kind of turned into this craziness for now. But like I said, first year for everything. And this is our first time and first year with these, so next year we know. I'll come over this way to our little berry alley. Our blueberries and our raspberries and blackberries and another kind of blackberry, and then our blueberries. They're all doing stuff. Along with that little blueberry, he's kind of doing things. And then our other tree is doing not too bad. And to kind of help, we're gonna see how this does with the squash that's growing in there. So there's a couple squash plants in there growing. Corn is doing stuff. I think it's having kind of a hard time. I think just because the soil, and we mended it really quick and didn't quite get in what we need to get in. So I gotta try and help it along here. Our pumpkin is getting really long and branching all out, so it's doing pretty good. And there are more cucumbers, they're doing pretty good. We had one cucumber, one of our pickles, but it just got so hot here so quick, and that pickle really didn't make it. We got our other cucumbers kind of growing pretty okay, I guess. Not that great. And I got powdered food, so we'll see. But we do have a watermelon. It is growing a little funky, but I mean it's a good size little watermelon. Which we're kind of surprised that it's even kind of doing stuff, given how small the plant itself is. And we got this little watermelon doing things. We lost that rhubarb. Alright, so our grapes and carrots and parsley and whatnot, they're doing pretty good. These grapes have actually started trellising finally. We were worried for a little bit, but they started doing stuff. And we got some lemon thyme. That smells really good. It's doing good. This grape's doing alright. I wish it would branch out some more, but it's kind of stuck to one stick. And we took the center of the bird cage out so we could add this archway. It's a little wonky on one side, but it works. And we got the muscadines already trying to grab onto it, so that'll hopefully turn out pretty green soon. Muscadines, this muscadine's doing pretty good. This one's doing pretty good. Nice and green. And flowers. Boys' toys. The hanging strawberries, they're doing stuff. Not all that great though, but it's doing things. And then as we make our way back this way, we'll go quick before it gets too dark and we can't really see anything down here. But we got these pickling cucumbers doing some stuff and vining their way up. Okay. Some sage, some dill's kind of looking a little sparse, but it's throwing seeds, so we'll see what happens.
Oh my God, that was gas.
Hi friends, welcome back to Plant Now, Plan Later. It's Father's Day, so if any of you are fathers out there, happy Father's Day. We appreciate everything you do for us. Having said that, we are heading to a friend's house to celebrate Father's Day with them, but also it's a really cool opportunity that we've come upon. They have a great chunk of land that we are going to view and possibly talk about expanding the garden. We have, it's a bumpy road, so sorry. We have chickens and turkeys, as you know, but we've been talking about another form of self-sufficiency, and with everything going on in the US as far as meat prices, we have been talking about getting a steer or two, and then maybe some dairy goats. So we're going to hang out with the friends and we're going to view the land and see what we might do shortly in the future, and we'll take you on the journey.
Yeah. See you guys there. So here we are on the property. So they've got a little over 2.5 acres by the river, which makes it really nice. But this is the property that we and our friends have all kind of decided to go in halves and use as a pasture so that we can raise some cattle and stuff like that. So as I kind of wandered around, kind of move you guys around a little bit, but we got a nice little sun area, It'd have plenty of room to maneuver. Still would have to put up some fences, obviously, but it's definitely nice. They'll have some spots that they can bed down at night as we keep wandering along. Whoop! Almost fell in a hole. We got all of this that runs through, so it's quite a really nice property and a really nice piece of land. I'm kind of half tempted to see if they have other land down here, but there's also some irrigation so that the cattle would have some water all the time and never stops flowing. And there's 2 irrigation ditches on the property, so yeah, we got all of this that they'd be able to wander. And then we just keep on going. Ow! I got stickers in my shoes. I have to remember to wear some boots. We do have some clearing out because there's some fallen trees and stuff like that the cows might be a little special and get stuck on. But it's a lot of land that the cows would be able to clean out, and we figured if we quarter it off, let them clean out a section, and then once they get that cleared, we just move them to a new little spot and whatnot. So it'll be definitely a nice venture. Never raised cattle before, so yeah, neither has the friends. So if you guys have any tips for helping us raise the cattle, that'd be quite awesome. We got this nice section, and there is the irrigation ditch right down here. It's just a littler one, but more fresh water. But yeah, so we got more to clear out and stuff like that. But this is the newest quest. A little over 2.5 acres. I think it's closer to 3 almost. I'll clarify, but yeah, this is our next adventure of what we want to do and have to help supply the family with food. That way we can be a little more self-sufficient.
Hey guys, just got back from the garden, got done watering, harvested what we could harvest, and it looks like we're making This is what happens when you have boys in the house. We're making salsa.
Alright, now that the salsa has been made, now it's time to get them in some jars. Figured I'd give you guys an update on the chickens also while we're here. So I'm getting ready to sit in this office that is a war zone because of these birds. Created dust all over the place, but they've gotten big. Big old naked neck turkeys and reds, and they're getting bigger. Causing chaos. Turkeys are enjoying their time out of their pen. Ong over here showing off. Talking about you. Well, that's it for this video. Until the next one, we bring you guys on the next update and what we kind of decide, because there has been some talk about possibly making the pond bigger, deeper, more koi, but we'll see. Yeah, till the next one. You got anything to say, mamas? No, you're just gonna lay down. You're just gonna lay down. You're just gonna lay down and be a pouty face. Tell everybody bye.